Hi folks, welcome back. Now that we have a basic understanding of what cybersecurity is and why it matters, it's time to dive into the fundamentals that form the backbone of this field. Cybersecurity may seem like a complex web of technologies and practices, but at its core, it revolves around three critical principles, often referred to as the CIA Triad. These are confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Let's break them down. First up, confidentiality. This is all about privacy. When you think about confidentiality, imagine you're handling sensitive information like personal data, financial details, or confidential business documents. The goal is to make sure that only authorized individuals have access to this information. Unauthorized access, whether accidental or intentional, can lead to severe consequences, including identity theft, financial loss, or even reputational damage. To protect confidentiality, businesses often categorize data by its level of sensitivity. Some data might require more stringent protection than others. For example, a company's financial records are far more sensitive than a general press release. That's why different levels of security measures, such as encryption and access controls, are applied depending on the type of data being handled. But confidentiality isn't just about securing the data, it's also about training people who handle it. Employees must be educated on how to recognize threats like phishing attacks and social engineering tactics that can trick them into revealing sensitive information. It's like locking the door to your house, but also teaching everyone in the house not to open it for strangers. Next, we have integrity. When we talk about integrity, we're talking about ensuring that information remains accurate and trustworthy. Imagine working on a project where the data keeps changing without your knowledge. That could lead to disastrous results, right? Integrity ensures that any changes made to data are authorized and that the data is protected from unauthorized modification. This is especially important in scenarios where data is transferred between systems or users. You don't want someone tampering with that information during the transfer process. To ensure integrity, cybersecurity measures include techniques like cryptographic checksums and file permissions. These ensure that data can't be altered by unauthorized parties and can quickly detect if anything has been tampered with. One real-world example could be online banking. Every time you make a transaction, integrity measures ensure the amount transferred is correct. Nothing has been changed in the process, and the final balance is accurate. Without integrity, data could be easily manipulated, leading to financial or operational chaos. Finally, let's talk about availability. Availability ensures that authorized users can access the information and resources they need when they need them. Imagine a scenario where your company's website crashes because of a cyber attack. Customers wouldn't be able to make purchases, access services, or get in touch with support. That's a major loss for any business. Ensuring availability involves keeping systems up and running, even in the face of cyber threats or technical failures. This can include implementing backup systems, redundancy measures, and disaster recovery plans. If one system goes down, another one should be able to pick up the slack. This ensures that the services remain available to legitimate users, even during an attack like a DDoS or distributed denial of service, where hackers flood a website with so much traffic that it becomes unusable. So, those are the three pillars of cybersecurity: confidentiality, integrity, and availability, often called the CIA Triad. Together, they create a foundation for securing data and systems in a way that maintains privacy, accuracy, and accessibility. Now, cybersecurity isn't just about protecting against hackers. It's also about having a plan in place for when things go wrong. Even the most secure systems are vulnerable to attack. That's why organizations have what's called an incident response plan. An incident response plan helps a business or individual respond quickly and effectively to a security breach or cyber attack. For example, imagine a hacker has gained unauthorized access to a company's network. The first step in the incident response plan is to identify the threat. What kind of attack is it? What systems are affected? Next, the company would need to contain the breach, ensuring that the attack doesn't spread or cause further damage. Then comes eradicating the threat. This could mean removing malware, patching security holes, or even changing compromised passwords. After the threat is eliminated, the final step is recovery, getting the system back up and running without the risk of another attack happening. And finally, it's important to learn from the incident. That's why companies conduct a post-incident analysis to see what went wrong and how they can improve their defenses in the future. Cybersecurity isn't a one-time task. It's an ongoing process that requires constant monitoring, updating, and adapting to new threats. As technology evolves, so do the tactics used by cyber criminals. That's why it's crucial for cybersecurity professionals to stay up to date with the latest trends, tools, and techniques. So, to recap, cybersecurity is built on three fundamental principles: confidentiality, integrity, and availability, or the CIA Triad. It's about protecting sensitive data from unauthorized access, ensuring its accuracy, and keeping it available for legitimate users. But it's also about being prepared. When a breach occurs, having a strong incident response plan can make all the difference in how quickly and effectively you recover. In our next video, we'll dive deeper into cybersecurity threats and the tools used to combat them. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned.